And this space will be free, and it will be occupied by cheaper goods, yes. With cheaper goods, we Russian manufacturers it will be harder for us to work because no matter what, we have higher taxes, we have higher wages than in Vietnam, for example, yes. So if cheap goods start coming here from there, we won't be able to compete with them. You understand, right? Marketing will win in the end on their side, one way or another, yes, and we will lose, yes. Therefore, it is better for it to develop the way our entrepreneurship is developing, yes, expanding, deepening, moving forward. It's no big deal, yes. And actually, it's no secret that we are leaders in the industry worldwide in hair extensions, yes, there. Of course, we are very weak in terms of money and cannot compare with the United States. Well, in terms of the volume of services and market consumption, yes. But from the supply side, yes, well, we are probably truly leaders in specialization.
You know, Alexei, yes, I would probably touch upon this topic and say that the Russian market is precisely a market of non-ready-made products. We are producing things to engage in encapsulation, which in a way nobody in America would ever do, and it's not a trend in Europe, because labor is expensive now, and it's just too much effort for a formulator to pay for encapsulation. They want everything fast, and they want it from me fast.
Well, Sergey is already working on this.
Right now it's important.
He is already...
If there weren't just masters here,
there wouldn't be any masters on the market, of course. Well, let's put it this way. We are talking about really basic encapsulation right now. Yes, masters need a specific capsule to get the result on the head that they want. They imagine it, they know what they need. Not a single ready-made store in Moscow and Russia sells such capsules. They are simply forced to do it themselves. I sell all the capsules in the store, just like I sold them 10 years ago. Yes, the bead-like capsule, this beautiful one. No, not from a photo. I tried making bead-like capsules and selling them in the store. There. But people, he says, don't care because all my clients are still from 10 years ago. It doesn't matter to them what kind of bead it is. They care about beauty, you know, right? They aren't specialists like us, right? So they are quite satisfied with what I sell. And I don't really get many new ones. They are simply forced to. Now Sergey has invented a machine and he says is selling it very actively, yes. A device with which one can make these capsules more efficiently. Perhaps now small workshops will open that will make these capsules instead of these masters. Do you understand? And then the masters will start doing their direct job, making women beautiful, extending hair beautifully, and the capsules for them will be prepared just like we dye hair on contract, right? Just like that someone perhaps will be making capsule making services on contract, yes. Well, all the more reason. And I think that this is also a niche that will probably be developing now. You just need the tool. We came up with a device for encapsulation. Sergey also made his own there, yes. They are very similar and they actually don't meet the requirements of our stylists, right?
Yes, they actually do.
Well, I understand. It's better to listen to the stylists who are presenting with these bead capsules whether they will use yours, right? There. Well, Sergey, they are still very similar to what they need, right? There. Well, no, yours are not bad. Better than our device. He stopped selling them because he has his own more advanced vision. But still, it's not quite right.
You hit the mark exactly. If you judge by how they are buying...
This would be better. This is
from the hair already.
It doesn't matter. I just mean that there is already some certain automation that could lead to there being a separate specialization of business in our industry, people who make these capsules to order. For now, it's being implemented a bit differently. In every salon, there is a capsule maker, yes. Who sits there, does this, redoes it, yes. So that's how salons have solved this problem for themselves, yes. And if we compare it with foreign ones, well, why there? There, probably, in Europe, there is a more established labor market. And for example, I underwent my training, my professional development in Israel for several years. I learned how to work with hair there. And there, in order to become a stylist, you need approximately 15 years. You understand, right? In order for you to start cutting women's hair, you need 15 years. 15 years of sweeping first, then washing hair, then doing highlights, and only then will they let you work with a round brush? Yes. And only after 15 years will they put scissors in your hands, when you know everything about the subject, when you've seen it all, and you can choose an image and a haircut for women, yes, while the others will be blow drying, highlighting, and washing hair. That's how the principle is built there. And how are you going to let that person, sculpt something there? Why the hell would they need that, right? He usually has a whole team under him there, friends. Accordingly, a professional spends too much time on their own development, on their own training, and it's expensive for them, so to speak, to do just anything, right? That's what other people are for, right? Beginners, right? And they don't know how to do anything else.